Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 15th of November 2010. In the last part we marked up our highway here because it's now finished, and what I want to do in this part is start to put together our town in this area, because I think this has got to be the next key area we need to work on, because we need to get chemical production, plastics, possibly electronics and electro components all working in this area, which means we're going to need to build a fairly large town here. So the first thing we're going to need to do is work on the heating, and I also want to put a power station out here for a reason which I'll explain in a little while. But before that, a bit of an update of where we are. In the last part, I finally put together the final components of our central construction office here, and things are working quite well now. The helicopters are coming in and picking up from here, and the other big change since the end of the last video is that this distribution office is now working. Now, I did realize that I've made a bit of a mistake here, because although I put this back curve here to come to deliver or to work with the dry bulk, I really forgot that I also didn't have a connection to the dry bulk loading here and also the prefabs. So what I've done is I've swapped these round now. So this distribution office is moving the gravel, but it's also exporting surplus bitumen, prefabs and cement from these factories here. That means that these production areas won't be just sat around not doing very much all the time now. So we should get a continuous series of exports from here. And what this one is now is responsible for the distribution of fuel and bitumen across the map. And hopefully that will keep things working quite nicely. And if I just give you a quick overview of the economy, you can see we've made about 23 million so far. Last month we didn't do quite so well because I had to spend a lot of money on trains and wagons for this distribution office here. But if I give you a breakdown of the exports, you can see now we're making quite a lot from chemicals, bitumen, mechanical components, a little bit from clothes. Steel is not quite so on the ball, because at the moment I've been filling up my open stores with steel, and we are getting a little bit of coal. For that reason, I'm not going to export coal from this area, because I think we're exporting enough coal as it is. So overall things are going pretty well. Now, as I said, what I want to do over here is put in heating plants and also a power station. The reason I'm going to put a power station in here is that this area is going to draw a lot of power, and I've been checking my power grids and it's getting a little bit kind of icky. It's probably the polite way of saying it. And if I come across here, this area here is okay, but if I get up into some of my other areas, you can see that the power cables are starting to get a little bit overloaded. And although I'm building a nuclear power plant here, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get the power across to this area. So I thought it'd be easier just to put in another power station here, because we're going to build a whole section of coal around this area here for the actual heating plants as well. Now, the first thing I want to do is kind of measure off a distance here. Say, for argument's sake, say we could put a heating plant in about there. So we're thinking 900 meters that way, and then again we put heating in here. So what I'm thinking is have the heating plants up here. Now I'm going to plan for 2, and also the power station is going to be up here as well. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is get a coal offloading yard here. I think we're going to have to build up here on this slope. That's going to make life a little bit interesting. I think I can get away with it. And we got this area here. Let me now. Next thing I want to do is just turn that off again. We've got this line here, which can run in up through here, which will then run round to here. Yeah, I think that will work because if I take the power off here, not the power of the tracks off here. So what we're looking at is what is it? Aggregate unloading. So what I'd like is we need to have plenty of track running down in here. If I put the aggregate unloading out here, just drop that in there, and then we can it says that's too steep. Could be a little bit inconvenient. That'd be okay. We can run through like that. We can run through to there. Just put a crossover just there. Set that track there. Because we're going to be burning so much coal, I feel that we're going to need a large store up here. Where's the store? If we can put that, say, about there. Yeah, a large aggregate store there. Now, what I'm thinking is to put a heating plant down here. That's 200 and 300. So if I put a heating plant in, or the first heat exchanger in just about here, and then hopefully we can find I want a big heating plant. I'm not worried about. We put, how far away is that? Okay, I'm just going to have to pause. I don't want to really put in the snow just at the moment. While we do this first one, I'll be okay once I've done the second one. I think if we put this heating plant just on this area point here, like that, and then we can hook it up with a need to bring this road out through the center here, connect you up there, just accept that, and then let's find the mods. A while since I've done a conveyor belt thing. Oh, I've messed it up because okay. I was assuming that that would be the connecting point. That's okay, because what we can do is actually I'm just gonna move this over a bit. Get rid of you. Though we are getting a little bit some distance from there. But I think we can change that by just bringing you round. Something like, I can put it about here. Maybe push it forward a little bit further, like that, right onto that kind of brow of the hill here. And then we can put that one directly into there like that. So that will hook up to there. Now, hopefully we go underground. We're aiming for about there, aren't we? Underground. Why is that? Okay. A bit worried about connect you up to there. But hopefully this will be one. That's going to be 2 parts. That's going to, or we can build from there. We can build from there, or we can use the helicopters to do both. So that will bring the heating into here, and also provide us with the opportunity to run a heat exchanger down to here. But we'll come back to that. So we got what first heating plant here. Actually, I've just realized I need to have a quick check across my farms, make sure just to see whether we've picked up everything. It looks like we've still got, oh, we're still on the 24th of November at the moment. So let me just take a look at. Oh, no crops in there. So we got a little bit of crop in there. I think I had a. No, it looks like I've just got. So we've got all the crops in from this area, and we've actually brought in all the crops from this area as well. You can see we've got quite a lot of crops stored in the various silos. I want to check up here, because this farm had a couple of fields out here that hadn't finished, but obviously this one has. There's this one. So we got a nice collection of crops all the way around, which is good. I'm really happy with that. Oh, the other thing I've also done is I don't know if the bus has actually got out here yet, because I set a bus up to come here. In fact, that get that built, I think. Yeah, the bus may not have actually got all the way out here just yet, because it's I've only just set the bus route up. It may not. The other thing I've also done is apologies for the digression, but it suddenly struck me. You've got a full set. Checking. What I've done is this construction office I've now emptied, and I've moved all the, or in the process of moving all the various bits of equipment up to here. But what this area really does need is workers. Because at the moment we've got no workers pick up, which brings us now back to this point here. I think before we do anything else, I need to get a road up here, bring the workers up here for the heating plant. And I don't really want to bring the road across here, because I think I'd rather come out of here and go directly across the highway. So if we can maybe get down there. Whoops, hey. Done on that. Okay, we're a bit high here. Oops. We can get that road across to there. Off that there. And you back a bit. And we'll hook you up to there. Make sure this... Thank you, game. We got that there, so we'll accept this. I think the next thing I want to do is put the power station in here, so that if we need to send the other heating plant out, we can send it out that way. So if we... This is going to be a bit tricky, but I think we can get it in here. We can put the power plant in here. And we got a heating plant there. We've got... So I think we could put in small bus platform, please. Okay, we'll come back to this one. We put in this platform there. We obviously excavated down here, so have to... Right, let me just take out that, and then we'll put the road there. And what we'll need to do is put the bus stop. Put the bus stop in about there. And we can put it in as a kind of loop through road system here. And you can come there. So that will connect up that one, and the next thing we'll need to do is put in the conveyor connection. Might not work. Oh yeah, we just get that in there off of that one there. So that puts the heating plant to this area in, and well, I'll plan the main building around there, and then what I need here is another heating plant that will take it. Oh, can't build because of infrastructure. We can have to push it, possibly didn't want to do this. Well, we could, because this is over here. We could put this heating plant, let me just put it back the other way. Put this heating plant there over here, is it? 'Cause it's still going to be quite... So if I put it over here in this area, and then we can take a road off here. You can come to there, and then what we can do is bring the conveyor round and down to here. But this is going to need some longer conveyor runs. Oops. With the associated power supplies. We'll start the road connection, and you can come to there. That's just going to be the fire break road. And then, so that's that first one. Got a road there, so why is that? Almost like the road version is a little bit shorter. You can come to about there. Okay, we'll put a road in. Eventually that can come into there. So just leave that there. And then the last one, hopefully, will be a footpath connection there. So what that will do is it will give us one heating plant, power station, and a connection through to here. So I'm just gonna let the game run, and I don't think my helicopter crews have got that much to do at the moment. So what we'll do is give them a few jobs to do up around here through the winter. We can start building all this in. I mean, helicopter crews are by far the best option in the middle of winter. I do need to come over here and check. I think this guy's just about finished this little bit here, so just keep an eye on him. I think this is just the last bit of the electrification here. And then we can do this bit, and then what I've got to do is start electrifying out a lot of the line at the moment. So we'll just watch this guy fill in this bit. You can see we don't have a lot of workforce out at the moment, which is another reason why I want to get the new town up and running. Oh, you can do it, guys. Why is that? That not finished? Okay. It's still not finished, but that's okay. That's not a problem, because what we got to do now is work on the next bit, which is what I want to do is in here, is I need to have what I need now is to be able to have a rail yard in here, both for bringing all the necessary commodities into our factories here, and of course exporting it as well. Plus we need to be able to bring food and clothes and everything into here. So what I'm considering is we've got a nice long curve here. Let me just see if we can strike a round like that. Need to come off about here. You can go up to there. Now we need to run back that little way a little bit. I want the commercial area in here to be on this junction. But actually we're just going to run that through a little bit even further. Actually, I could. No. We'll run you all the way through there. I was considering pulling this off and having a run in here. so that we get a kind of a siding, but I don't think it'll work. Now, bring another track off here. View round like that, and then I'm thinking is here. Here's my just put in. Oh, don't do this to me, game. Not that far away. Well, I suppose we are some distance away from the. Okay. So I can't do it. So we're going to need to work on this area. Now, what I'm thinking here is have 2 yards like that. Come you back a bit. You can run into there. And this one can run into there. Like that. Then we'll put a couple of crossovers here. I should have just done that wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've just done that wrong. Yeah. Where is the fossil chemicals? Yeah. Yep, done that wrong. Remove that. And we'll just tidy this back a bit. Do it with the bulldozer. Of course, what I've meant to put in here is a aggregate unloading. Because of course we're going to need an aggregate unloading to bring the gravel out here for the chemical production. So what we're going to have here is a open store and a warehouse to be able to ship stuff in and out. So that's probably the next thing we need to put in. So we'll just come here, storage. I want any big warehouse, and if I can find it, as I should be able to. I think I've got the store, the actual warehouse on here. It's this one. So put the warehouse just here. Yep, and then we can bring the road out here, but of course we're going to need a cargo station. Let me just see. My usual favorite one here. You can, I think we'll just put you out like that, and of course this road is gonna need to come out that and hook it there. And you're going to need to hook to there. So this would be used to put. This is going to be used for imports and exports. In fact, I think I might like a second one if I could get one in. Let me just see. Get a second one just there. Yeah, I think that we could get that to work. Get another one just there. We can get a cargo shed there. What I do need now is an open store. I don't think I've got an open store. Where's the open stores? Cargo's there. Got a large rail. Actually just put a rail open store in and just get it all set up once and for all, I suppose. Where is it? I don't think we're really going to need that much, are we? Because what we're going to be working with is something that what we're going to be bringing in. Not even too sure actually. We need plastics. I think this might be a little bit over the top, to be honest. So yeah, I think what we probably need is we don't really need it connected to. You go. Whoops, don't want that. Storage green. I think that might be better. So we could put that just on the here. I mean, it's going to have the capacity for 1250. I think that would be big enough for what we need. So if we put that just there, and then we're going to need to bring gravel across as well. So we'll come in here, and I don't think we really need a large one. I think we could probably get away with a small aggregate store. Maybe we need to kind of put it round something like about there. We could get that there, and we need to get a road. Need to get road out of there, around like that, and you can come like that. You can connect to there, and hopefully I'll box myself in a little bit here. We might just be able to get another cargo pickup here, just like that. What this will do is give us the ability to import the materials we need to, should we need them to make chemicals and plastics and every other things, and also export them. But I'm also considering using a helicopter to be able to move some of the chemicals around and possibly even plastics. But I think I want to keep my options open as much as possible at the moment. I think we can come down here, and we'll just accept that rail track connection there. So we got all this Sept built in. So this is now got our primary area here, and we've got this built here. I just want to check my rail construction office. Yeah, we are powering through quite quickly, and these guys are getting a little bit more efficient. So, what are you working on? You're working on the bridge. You're doing a grand job pushing out this way. Which means that the job that was over here should now be finished. Where are you? Gone too far. It's this job. Okay, we need this bit done next. We just need that built in there. And then we can start getting back. This needs to be electrified as well. So we got that there. We got the heating plant here. And I think what we need to do now is start working on some accommodation. We got the shop here and the hospital. We got the fire coverage here. Looking good. It says the temperature's too low, but there's the only people in there are the helicopter crews. So I think what we can do now is start to plan in some residential here. And again, I think we're going to make this into a modern city. So I'm wondering whether to kind of stick with the vanilla buildings, but because again we got this issue of what happens if when the new mod comes out, a train waiting too long there. That's something of cause for concern. I've been doing lots and lots of it's okay. Trains are allowed to wait a long time here. Actually, while we're here, we're just to you can see here, my steel industry is absolutely powering along. Really now, even though technically it's not completely full, but we got vast amounts of steel here. Oh, actually, we got some money. There's one thing I do want to do, and that is we're going to come in here and we're going to license a. It's going to cost us 121 million, but what I want to do is start building these engines, because these are the engines I'm going to be using all the time. So I think this is worth investing in. So we're going to get that. And then we're going to get this guy 1, 2, 3, 4. Get them building about 5 at a time. We've got more than enough train sets at the moment, because I've got 4 in here. I think we got another 3 here. So we've got 7 train sets. At the moment I'm a bit reluctant to put more onto here. As you can see, we got lots of them coming backwards and forwards. I mean, I've got so many different train sets running backwards and forwards around here, keeping all the different workforce going. And while we're here, what are you guys doing? Okay, you're down to 1. What job are you working on? You're working on that. That means that this job is now kind of got stuck. Wow. Oh, he's got this far. Ooh, okay, we're gonna get this. Doesn't exist. There's a break in the track here. You work. Now, technically this bridge doesn't go anywhere. Okay, we're gonna have to flatten this bridge, or the center section. See if we can. road, concrete. Yeah. In case I forget, where the helicopter crew is working on that. And I think I've just lost my you back over. Actually, I've just had a thought. It's just you're working on that area there. So this line come out here. I think what I will do while I'm thinking about it is going to that's electrified. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to electrify this track here for the video, and then we'll get up here. You can see the container port here is being built through there, and actually while we're here, we've got a small workforce in here, so we are starting to get a little bit of uranium ore in here. You weren't meant to be. I'm not exactly sure how you got here, because the bus is meant to be delivered to here. Oh, there's a footpath there. Okay. We're actually getting a little bit of uranium oxide. The current idea is that what I'm going to be doing is just working this in stages at the moment, because we don't really need the fuel. The idea is just to build up enough fuel to get things going. Thought I'd shut you down, but we're going to reduce you down to about 25, because at the moment we can't really do massive production because we don't have the workforce. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Is we were thinking about what we were going to build here, weren't we? We were going to plan this area here. We got a bus, we got that there. What I'm thinking is that we're going to have the university and other key bits up here. Then we can get a little bit of a local bus route going. Bring the people up here who want to study. But first things first, what we need to do is just get in some buildings here. We're back to 189 workers. This is not one of my favorite buildings. Got prefab 143, 127, 179. I think if I put in building here, and then work, but another one just here. And we kind of flip them backwards and forwards. We got one more layer, something like that. And then we'll put a road through here. You through there. You can kind of just curve around the end like that. Oh. I think what we'll do is I'm not doing very well here today, am I? That one's okay. And what we can do is just hook in the center there. Okay, we can do it that way. That way. And then we'll put a path up through the center like that. And we can hook that through to there. You can... And then what we could do, if we wanted the fire station, we can come that way. Put a little bit of space here. So we got the... I think this is enough for a starter block. We can put some more there. What we can do then is... For an orphanage. Whoops, no. Start with the kindergarten on the corner here. Right next to the fire station. We can put the school directly opposite like that. But we've got a hospital, school, kindergarten. What we're going to need to work on leisure. We need to connect that in. Actually, we can do this with gravel road into the center there, and then probably up here we can we'll go indoors with respect to sport. First, indoor pool there, and we need some culture. Why can't we build due to infrastructure? Okay. And we'll put a cinema there. Like that. So we've got the beginnings of our town here. We fix up the footpath. And then we get the dynamic swarm in to get... Oops, can't do that. You can build that. You can build that. That. Can't build that, that's too short. Certainly going to need to build that. You can make a start on... don't want the residences built just yet. I think we're... helicopter crews in on those. Why is my... Oh, looked at that and I thought, why is my money so low? Because, but of course, we bought that template. So we've now got this part built here. We've got the beginnings of this. That this is all being built in quite nicely as well. So everything is coming together. We've got this in here. So we can get our small town here, which will provide the workforce for the rail construction office, and of course more importantly for these construction offices, because I think it's this one now has got buses in it. In fact, I'm a bit inclined if I could get a... Let me just think. I could put a small bus platform in a... We could put one... Just trying to think where we can fit one in. I'm not sure the walking distance is at the moment. Let's see what... Right, they can walk to the hospital from there. So if I put another platform, bus platform in here, just about there. Obviously all my excavators. So what we're going to have is two bus platforms side by side. One will provide the transport up to here, so anyone needs to go here, be the public transport system. One will be the construction office pickup. Yep, I think that will work. I'm aware that I'm starting to run out of time on this video, but one thing I do want to do is a couple of checks, because winter can be a bit rough, and especially on Stilton. Where's Stilton gone? Just want to... Oh, yeah, we're maintaining the food. That's absolutely brilliant. In fact, what is the population doing at the moment? So we're actually getting through the population pretty well, actually. We've got good food supply, good there. Got a little bit of alcohol. I think we're doing really well, considering some of the problems I've had in previous winters. So I think we've actually got the food production system working quite efficiently now, and we've got things going. One thing I was going to do, and is just do a little bit of a quick check of my farms to see, because I've still got some surplus, what we call it's in here. I've still got some surplus combines. So what I want to do is just do a quick check. I think this farm is good. We've got the good quality ones in there. Yeah, you've got the 512s in here. We've got a couple of old ones in here, but maybe we'll sell off a couple of these, and we're just putting the new ones in here. And run. That a little bit of an upgrade. I think I've done this one. Let's have a look. You've got a couple of old ones, but most of your ones here are new. I think I had a few dodgy ones up over here. Look. Yeah, we got all old ones in this area. So I think we're sell off you. Sell off these. Put you in there. And I think this one's got some. Oh no, you've got. Oh, you got a spare slot anyway. So, oh well. You've just got yourself another combine. And then I think I've got a few. See what this guy's actually building. I'm doing. Oops, we've got nothing lined up at the moment. So what have you got? Some open hole. I think I need a couple of open holes. So gonna get. There's the open holes. Covered, open holes. Build a couple of open holes. And still got 1, 2, 3, 4 combines here. So we just, I think this farm still had a few problems. So we're in here. Let's see what you've got. You've got some old ones as well. Get rid of you. We'll just sell you. Oops. Right, that means we've got 2 left to use. And I think it was this farm. Oh no, I actually did this one, so that's upgraded. Oops. What have you got in here? Yeah, you've got old ones as well, so we're get rid of you. Off. Looks like the winter is over. You can go in there. That gets that one done. Now the other thing I think I was building in my new area, I don't know if it would be actually finished yet. Like it is. So we got 8 of these. So we need to get. I know it's a bit late for the season, but just gonna slow the game up a bit. Don't want to waste too much time in the green air time of the year. So we're just going to get the snow plows out here to make sure this area stays efficient. So yeah. That's set up. That one's there. That's it. That one's full. I think there's another technical office around, but that's the key one that I wanted to keep sure that it keeps going. This is wow. I think considering we got no workforce up here, I suppose the roads are going to come together really quickly. But what we're going to need is the helicopters to actually put the buildings together. Buildings without a power supply. Yeah, we need to sort out power supply. The power supply is over here. So we're going to need a power terminal. I think my instinct is put the power terminal up here away from there, and then we can run power cables in from here. So just do that while I'm thinking about it. Transformer. If I can get that just on this corner here like that, we'll leave the tarmac road. And then I think we'll bring the 18 megawatt power line through to here. I think we can run this one, but what I want to do is run this out to about there. Kind of try and pick off there. It's not connected here. Not happy with that. That comes to, no, that was this. It comes to this point here. Okay, we'll accept that. And yeah, the whole lot's connected through now. And we get the super crew working on that. That will get power into here. And of course, eventually that will come through to connect to the around this area here. We'll put in some switch stations that will allow us to connect in the power plant here, so that we can feed power back into this area and also around this area. So that's looking good. This is looking good. And I think just to finish off, we're going to do the usual check to see what my trains are up to. Right, these guys are going quite well. Where are you going? Oh, you're working up that way. Yep. That's the one I want to check. So once this bit is finished here, what I will do is we'll then switch the attention back to electrifying the line, getting this track laid back into here. Go back to my very lonely here. See what he's doing. What I'm doing at the moment with this one is I'm just letting him do his own thing out here, because he's slowly laying the power, the actual connections into here, and eventually what we'll do is we'll get him to build all rounds, and of course eventually we'll go all the way out across to make a connection to the border there. And then over in Ilton, what you guys, okay, these guys have got absolutely nothing to do. Guess that what's happened is he's got out to here. I think so. I'll play on. We need that bit built, that bit built. Bit built. Up this bit. Tiny little bit there, and a little bit there. Didn't mean to do that. All the way back up over to here. Get this guy working on that bit there. And at the moment we're him working on that so that we can start to build the bridge out that way and get that connection done. I think because we're getting, the closer we can get to getting all this connected up, the better. Because if we can start bringing coal out, well, look at that, there's an oversight there. Oh, a bit of a fail. Helicopter crews, hold that for me. Because what that would mean is we can, instead of bringing the gravel and coal out to here by truck, we can then start bringing this out by train, and I think that will make a big difference. Again, a tiny little bit of uranium ore. I think what we could probably do is let a few workers into here. Not many, just enough to... we've got no chemicals. Okay. Stop. We've got no chemical delivery here at the moment. And I'm not particularly that interested because we're going to need to bring the chemicals in from here. Let's set the limit on that. There's a technical offices there. So, let me just see. We're going to need 8. I don't think we've got 8, have we? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've put an extra couple on for luck. And while I remember, just add these guys to here. Get them out here. Ready to go. That's not open hole. Picked the wrong one. Sorry about that. Just to wind up, because I've been working on the technical office, it's just reminded me of something. What I'm starting to think with respect to when the new water and sewage treatment update drops and into the beta branch is what I'm considering doing is building a whole series of technical offices around the map to begin with, possibly to try to avoid having to plan a whole complex water network, is to possibly try and distribute water around some of the smaller places using trucks. But But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.